Welcome to K4 Outfitters and get ready for some awesome hunting, fishing, and outdoor adventures.
Hi and welcome to K4 Outfitters. This video today is a compilation video of our spring turkey hunt in South Central Ontario. We had a few days before any clients were due to arrive, so all K4 members wanted to get out and get their bird. So stay tuned, and we have 4 interesting hunts to bring you, and I hope you enjoy the footage.
Okay, so for our opening day turkey hunt, my dad and I set up in a field on some private farm property that we had permission on, and we had scouted this property heavily. So we had the birds patterned like to a T. We knew exactly where they roosted, exactly where they flew down in the morning, and which way they would head up the field every day. So it was perfect. As far as we were concerned, this was a slam dunk. We just had to show up in the morning, be there, and we'd get our bird. So we showed up at about 4:30 on opening morning, and we're standing outside the truck getting ready to walk into the field, into our blind, and then we saw two headlamps coming towards us up the road. So we said, well, we better stick around here, see what's going on. And as it turns out, it was 2 other hunters that had intended to hunt the crown land behind us. Not ideal, but I mean, they weren't doing anything wrong. They were able to hunt the crown land. So we just said, hey, you know, the field is private property. You don't have permission there, but we know exactly where the birds are roosting. If you're hunting the crown land, you know, don't set up right under the birds. But sure enough, with headlamps on, they just crashed right through the bush and ended up spooking the birds out of their roost. So we were sitting in the ground blind just thinking, well, the hunt's ruined. These guys have just spooked the birds right out. The routine is all off. We don't know what they're gonna do. So we were pretty dejected. And we thought we'd wait it out and see what happened. So we sat in the blind for like an hour calling. We tried our slate calls, tried our box calls. Nothing was working. We didn't hear a single gobble. And then right at about 7 o'clock, we switched our box calls around, tried another one. And for some reason, the birds just started answering. And we don't know where they ended up, but they just started coming towards us full speed. And then next thing you know, they hit the field and we're marching right towards our decoys. And as you'll see in the video in a second, you will see exactly how this hunt played out. So get excited to see this awesome hunt.
right. Hayden got his bird. Oh, got some Jakes, Toms, all on film. What a glorious morning. Prove that gun safe. Get out and see the bird, buddy. What do you think, Hayden?
Pretty awesome.
That is a nice bird for a nice young fella.
Yep.
Get that fan spread.
Opening day.
Opening day.
And let's get a look at his beard.
There's the decoys in the back. Just drove those young fellas crazy.
Not a huge beard, but just over an inch long. Not much for spurs, but I'll take it.
Yeah, hold the fan. Beautiful opening morning. Well, I hope you enjoyed Hayden's opening day hunt. That was an excellent hunt. We finished that hunt by about 7:30, and then I had to pack up and head to Ottawa. We had a new farm in the Ottawa Valley where I was going to pick up my daughter, who's attending university at Ottawa U, so I had to make the drive. So we got down there, first day on the property, scouted the afternoon. I was a little discouraged because I was not finding any birds. The farmer had assured me where the birds were likely to be, but no luck, and it started to rain. So still discouraged, got the box call out, sat in the truck, the edge of the field, just started chirping on the box, and all of a sudden they started coming. And I had 13 toms come out that evening and probably about another 10 or so hens, so super stoked. So I had to sit tight and wait for the birds to exit the field. I wanted to see where they were heading for the roost for the night. And they made me wait and wait and wait. I think it was 8 o'clock when they left the field. And then I did the dash out into the field and did a ground blind setup, tried to brush it all in so they were well camoed. And you'll see I did that to great effect because the birds hung around after we took the first Jake, and then again even after the Tom they stayed and did a real nice show for you. So I hope you enjoy it, and here we go with Emily and our second day hunt.
Morning everybody, Emily Kelso here from K4 Outfitters. This morning my dad and I were lucky enough to get out on a hunt, and both of us nailed some nice birds. Stay tuned for the awesome footage.
Here we go, Emily, here we go. Sit still, sit still. Sit still. Like that. Nice and slow. Okay, Emily, let's go check out our birds. Oh man, this is amazing. Oh, what an absolutely textbook hunt this morning. These birds came in perfect.
Check out the fan.
Two gorgeous fans. Oh, 1.25 spurs. Nice tree hangers.
Tiny little. This is
Kinda-
a young Jake.
Nice young Jake, just about a 8 or 9 inch beard. Oh, very nice. What an amazing hunt. Perfect day, perfect location. Birds behave beautifully. Hope you enjoyed the footage. Oh, before we go, let's get some tags on these birds. And remember, get outdoors. Well, I hope you enjoyed the hunt that my daughter and I had in the Ottawa Valley. It was everything that I'd promised. Those birds really did perform for us. It was an excellent hunt. It was so great to be with her and for her to have that experience. It was just an epic day. So now we're day 2. We've got 3 birds down. Now I gotta get back to Bowmanville for the next day because my youngest Colton's at home from college and he can't wait and wants to know why he's last. So head home. We drive around Bowmanville area, Bowmanville, Newcastle, Newtonville, looking for birds for our setup for the following day. And sure enough, we arrive into one of our favorite spots. And I look at the field and I think, damn, that looks like a decoy. And I went in and talked to the farmer and I thought, presumably, that somebody else was hunting on the property and made my inquiry. And he said, no, there's, there's nobody hunting there. So it was like all of a sudden we've got a hunt on because it was a nice tom sitting out in the field. Turned out to be a Jake, but still a nice bird. And it went down real fast. This was like a 3-minute hunt. The bird was on the move. I went out into the field with the camera with the intention of filming, got on the box call to get his attention, and he came in running. In the interim, I had Colton set up on the edge of the field between us, and sure enough, the bird went right by him. He took the bird at about 40 yards with a beautiful shot, and it was a very, very quick hunt. Sadly, we didn't get it on video, but stay tuned. Colton's got a nice description of his hunt and some nice pictures of the bird.
All right, so we got out this morning for a hunt. We got out here at about 4 a.m., right before light, and there was a storm system rolling in, so we had lots of clouds, some wind, and some rain coming in. So kept the birds hunkered down in the woods, so we didn't have any activity. Didn't get any calls back, so we called it quits. Then I went to school, and then after school, my dad and I, we came out here for a stock hunt. And as we showed up, we already saw the Jake here strutting out in the field. So my dad quickly pulled the truck over, we grabbed the gun, call, and the camera. As my dad went about 40 yards down the field, he was trying to set up to make some calls, keep the bird's attention on him so I could get in for a shot. And the bird was just on him too much and he couldn't get the camera up without spooking it, so I just took my shot and I got this little Jake here. It's a beauty harvest.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the footage of some of our awesome spring turkey hunts. Stay tuned for next week, where I will be headed up to Central Ontario to hunt black bears over an active bait, and the game cameras are showing some pictures of some massive bears coming in, so that's going to be awesome. And my dad is headed out to the East Kootenay Mountain Range in British Columbia, where he will be doing a spot and stalk black bear hunt. So stay tuned for that, and always remember, don't wait, get outdoors.